AskReddit buy one PC for you. What is some outdated knowledge that many people still believe in? Fish can't remember after 3 seconds. Anyone that owns fish will tell you that is not true. Yup, my fish knows the exact time he's meant to be fed and starts having a tantrum if I'm late. That you only use 10% of your brain. I remember a neurologist saying the clinical term for someone with 10% brain function is dead. Bet some folks still think cracking knuckles leads to arthritis. This thread is basically what I told my doctor. However, she responded by saying, "Look, at the end of the day, you're putting stress on your joints for no reason." 9 times out of 10 if you hear a bald eagle on screen, it's actually not the sound of a bald eagle. It's a red-tailed hawk. Somewhere along the line, Hollywood decided real bald eagles didn't sound majestic enough, they don't, and replaced it with the high-pitched screech of a red-tailed hawk. Same with ravens. I got around to watching The Fall of the House of Usher, and every time they showed that raven they made crow sounds. Crows do the classic caw-caw, ravens are more of a cronk-cronk. More guttural, less pretty. That polygraphs work and are accurate. Studies have shown that they are little better than random guessing. Our nervous detector is detecting that you are nervous when we ask you awkward questions. It must mean you are lying. Mostly, it's great at ruining anxious people's lives because they are worried about failing, and thus fail. Suicides peaking in winter or holiday seasons. In America, the CDC records the highest suicides at the start of spring. There's so much data. https://www.annenberg-public-holiday-suicide-myth/ closed bracket on this myth. We can track how many news articles are promoting or debunking it by year going back to the year 2000. April is the cruelest month. Saw this on some cooking subreddit recently. Common knowledge is not to use soap to clean cast iron skillets. Realistically, this was established when soaps had lye in them. Nowadays, most soaps don't contain lye, so using soap to clean your cast iron skillet is perfectly okay, apparently. Wash mine with soap every time and dry it quickly. Been doing it for years. No issues. Perfectly seasoned. Food pyramid. Food mountains are superior, all you need is mashed potatoes. I love this list on Wikipedia. List of common misconceptions. https://en.wikipedia.org/wiki/list_of_common_misconceptions closed bracket. One I don't see often in these posts. Hydrogen peroxide being good for cuts and scrapes. No, it's not. It damages good tissue, can slow healing, and can make scarring worse. Mild soap and water is all you need. It is, however, very good for bleaching old, yellow plastic. In the restaurant I used to work in, my kitchen manager told me it's scientifically proven that cold water boils faster than hot water. This is completely untrue, and is a misconception stemming from the Mpemba effect. https://en.m.wikipedia.org/wiki/mpemba_effect closed bracket and an intentional misinformation campaign aiming to protect people against ingesting sediment from their hot water heater. Cold water heats up faster than hot water, but that doesn't mean it boils faster. Water boils at 100 degrees C no matter what its starting temperature is, but if you start with water at 50 degrees C, it will reach 75 degrees C faster than water going from 75 degrees C to 100 degrees C. I heard that for the first time when I was a kid right after we learned how much energy it takes to boil things, burn them, etc. I was immediately certain it was bullshit because it makes no sense however you look at it, lol. Do not treat jellyfish stings with urine. Just warm water. To be fair, I had a friend get a really nasty sting back when I was younger and surfing. He peed on his own leg and I told him that doesn't really work, he only needed warm water. To which he responded, do you see a fucking sink with warm water around here? Point was taken. That blood is actually blue and turns red when it hits oxygen. Then what's all that red fluid when you get your blood drawn? The version I'd heard is that blood in your veins was blue and the blood in your arteries was red because that's how anatomical dummies usually color code them. Still incredibly wrong though. Shaving your beard makes it grow thicker and faster. That's usually a polite way to encourage 13-year-olds who want to look more mature to go shave their peach fuzz. That MSG is in some way bad for you, or that they are somehow allergic to it. As a note, your body produces MSG naturally, non-stop. If you had an allergy, which BTW, nobody has ever tested allergic to, you would know it because you would be dead. So MSG is people. Eating fats makes you fat. I hate the low fat, replaced with sugar trend that refuses to die. A hospital can perform virginity testing, it's not a thing. But did you know that non-consensual pelvic exams for training purposes can occur while under anesthesia for surgery in some locations? The ones that think endangered species horns, blood, feathers, or other body parts can give you magical powers or cure health ailments. The concept of the alpha male has been disproven. https://www.scientificamerican.com/article/is-the-alpha-wolf-idea-myth/ and even the person that coined the phrase has refuted his own theory, yet people still base their entire personality on it. There is actually an animal that has an alpha hierarchy in the exact way of toughest one leads that all those assholes follow. Chickens, more specifically hens. Getting a job is easy, just go into a place of business, meet the owner, shake his hand and you're immediately hired. I was flat out told I was the most qualified person and still didn't get the job. Sometimes they already have someone in mind, and opening it up is just a formality. Vaccines cause autism. They don't and they never have. The actual study released that linked autism to vaccines and cycled through medical journals everywhere turned out to be completely fraudulent. The authors were busted and admitted they made it up, but that did nothing to stop the mass hysteria vaccine conspiracies their report started. Edit, link for more info if anyone is interested. https://www.ncbi.nlm.gov/pmc/articles/pmc3136032/ Vitamin C, the mineral, not the singer, was touted as this great way to combat illness when I was growing up. The Mayo Clinic now says that it has barely any effect at even preventing a common cold. It's still pretty good for preventing scurvy. That we only have 5 senses often comes up during these questions. A sense of balance, proprioception, and sense of temperature are all outside of the standard 5 senses. A sense of style? That dogs have clean mouths. My dog would literally eat its own shit, in addition to any other shit it found. If you have colonic diverticulosis, little pockets in the wall of your colon, you do not need to stop eating seeds, nuts, popcorn, etc. The old wives' tale was that those things could get caught in the pockets and cause diverticulitis, which is an inflammation infection. However, no surgeon or GI endoscopist has ever found a seed or a corn kernel or anything like that caught in a diverticulum while doing a scope, nor have we ever found that on pathology after taking out a chunk of someone's colon for diverticulitis. So we no longer tell people to follow that advice. And in fact it's now considered to be bad advice as it stops people from eating fiber-rich fruits and veg, which is actually good for diverticulosis.